Friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of ADS Forum. We discuss from time to time topical political issue with national and global implications. And recently, we had a very interesting, high-pitched electoral battle in Delhi, and we also had dramatic results defying many predictions. Many observations, interpretations of the results have come, yet we thought in our forum we should also engage in analyzing this very important election and the future of the parties and the leaders they were involved. Friends, we have for this discussion today, we have Dr. Nalini Ranjan Mahanti, a veteran journalist who headed a institute for mass communication and management for a number of years and was himself in the leadership of the several print papers. So I will be talking to him about his impressions and takeaways from the elections in Delhi. Welcome, Mr. Mahanti, to our show. Um, Let me begin by asking you, did you anticipate the results that came on 8th of this month?
Well, I was not shocked to know about it. That Aam Aadmi Party's standing credibility has been dented in a big way in the last 5 years. And but there were expectations that maybe it can cling on to power with a reduced majority. In our discussion circle in IIC and other places, we used to discuss that maybe they would come down to 40 seats. But the argument was that if Aam Aadmi Party AP government comes down to 40 seats, then the government will not last more than 6 months. There will be at least 10, 12, 15 of them will be taken away by the BJP, like it has did. Later, it has broken governments in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, everywhere. So it will break the government. They have not been able to break the government because the AP had such an overwhelming majority, 62 out of 70, almost 90% seats. So that was not possible to break, but this they would be able to break immediately. So there was a view possibly the Delhi voters would rather vote for BJP because they are witness to this conflict between an elected government and a nominated lieutenant governor who is a representative of the government who is putting obstructions at all places. Who are the sufferers? Sufferers are Delhiites because the Delhi government officials, ministers, they all enjoying their perks and their benefits. They are not able to get things done, yes, but the Congress, the BJP government does not want them to get done. So the Delhiites are facing the tragedy, and that's why it was much better for them to elect a BJP government so that things will all fall in line in Delhi. Everything will, there will no more be a disrupting force like the LG because the elected government will have the complete power then. LG would become completely ineffectual, irrelevant from the point of view of governance of Delhi. Jamuna continues to be polluted. Roads, potholes, the garbage bins, everything is in a state of disarray. Even, of course, Aam Aadmi Party's bellwether achievements were the the Mohalla clinics and the schools. Excellent turnaround in school. Schools remain the high point of their achievement, no doubt. But in the Mohalla clinics, at least the reports say that quite often there are no doctors, quite often there are no medicines, so that also has affected the credibility of the Mohalla clinic experiment as well. Although the school experiment, especially the schools which got the tag of School of Excellence, they have done very, very well. And they continue to maintain certain kind of standard, but other schools remain in a relatively backward state comparatively. And what did the BJP, Prime Minister Modi himself, and all top leaders of the party were forced to admit in election meeting after election meeting, in their election manifesto itself, that they will continue to have the same policy which they had criticized as remedy, but what the Aam Aadmi Party government had followed, they will continue and they will add to those remedies. So ultimately, they had to come down to it to win the victory.
In one sense, like Karl Marx said that history repeats itself, first as a tragedy, second as a farce. But it has certainly been a tragedy for Aam Aadmi Party. But when I say history repeats itself, and Kejriwal himself said, I saw the festoons in the three-wheelers, that namak haram or government chahiye, questioning the integrity of Sila Dikshit, or clean government chahiye. And then he defeated Sila Dikshit in her constituency. And you see, he has lost his election to Parvez Verma. You see, so anyway, that apart, but I do not think that corruption was an issue. Corruption is so commonplace in Indian politics. But I was just saying that how the cycle of history turned for him. But the point you made was about his run-ins with the lieutenant governor. Yeah? But it's a very sophisticated, complex structure where legally lieutenant governor is the head of the government, and the assembly is a deliberative and a suggestion-making body, not really exactly decisive body. That was not made clear to people. Kejriwal knew it, Lieutenant Governor knew it, but Kejriwal did not make it an election issue. I thought he should have made that an election full state. It is a half state really. But Kejriwal, given his background of fighting, he continued to fight, and that really did not appeal to the people. They were, as you said, they were tired of these fights.
No,
They were
but
making the
you should,
victims. Yeah.
you should look at the difference. The Sila Dikshit was facing a government led by Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Narendra Modi are two poles apart. Vajpayee was a statesman who understood the significance of his position as Prime Minister of the country and about the larger interest of the country as a whole. And that's why he was not a bigoted politician for whom election victory is ultimate truth. And for that, the interest of the people, the interest of the country can be sacrificed. But Narendra Modi is a leader in the same vein, that for him election is the be all end all of anything and everything. And for elections he can flare up communalism, he can throw Muslims out into the dustbin, he can create any kind of unrest in order to ensure that your entire opposition is solid and BJP comes to power. That's a reality. If we discuss about the difference between Vajpayee and Modi, a book can be written, and I can speak for an hour because that's an area which I do research on, and that's the reason they're completely different. Look at all the non-BJP state governments in the state, whether it is in Tamil Nadu, in West Bengal, in Kerala. What are these BJP governors are doing? What are they? Are they? Is it possible? In fact, now another non-BJP chief minister who is facing that music, just like the Delhi government, is Omar Abdullah in Kashmir. He is of course shutting up so far, trying to cater to the need of the lieutenant governor and pandering to Narendra Modi, to lieutenant governor, surrendering him before them, thinking in another 6 months, 1 year, the statehood will come back to Kashmir, then he will assert himself. But he is living in fool's paradise. He will never get the statehood by until and unless by a different frame of mind the Supreme Court of India forces it down on the central government. Central government on its own, Modi government will not give back the statehood to Jammu and Kashmir unless compelled by the Supreme Court will do so. So, same Omar Abdullah in another 6 months or 1 year will realize the folly of succumbing or surrendering to the BJP and trying to prop up Modi. And because that's the reason why look at the way the government in which the government machinery was used to hold rallies for the ABVP and for the Viso Hindu Parishad in Kashmir Valley. Government where, and that is because he thinks by doing this he would be able to somehow pander to Narendra Modi who would keep him stable. So it's just not possible. Arvind Kejriwal, there is a Roman Catholic philosopher who talked about that Tacitus. That's called. He said, when a government loses its legitimacy, whatever it does or says are no more accepted. Kejriwal government certainly lost its credibility. And this, although it is true, not a single charge has been proved. No money trail has been proved in the liquor scam. But the way the day Lieutenant Governor instituted an inquiry, Delhi government reversed the policy. That showed that there is something wrong with your policy. That is the reason. Otherwise, you would have stuck to your guns and said, yes, we continue with the policy, we are ready to face the challenge. But you did not. You suddenly reversed that policy. That means there was something wrong. Unfortunately, the BJP government has not been able to show what is that wrong. Where did that 100 crore go? They have not been able to get the trade. But that is increasing, and this is small. This is absolutely unacceptable. How can you spend 45 crore in the house in which you are living for? This is completely unacceptable.
Yes. No, I may agree with you on your analysis of BJP's high-handedness and their authoritarian traits. But in a democracy, the electoral verdict is supposed to legitimize a government and even give the moral, authority to a particular government. That is good or bad. That is the state of democracy. So the results show that Aam Aadmi Party was rejected by the people. And you said that they had lost credibility. You are perhaps attributing that it is the corruption issue that robbed the credibility of Aam Aadmi Party and the personality of Kejriwal saying one thing and doing something else. I remember in his first term, he went by metro and had the swearing in a Maidan, and the same guy could make a C small. It's ridiculous. But I somehow differ that it is the corruption issue that has brought the downfall of his government. I think it is his the gap between what he was saying and doing, lack of delivery, and the things that you mentioned not happening in Delhi, and then there is no delivery at all. So people were, I think, fed up with the continuous friction between the CM and the Lieutenant Governor. And
Actually, for
not
the
happening.
people of Delhi, this is a win-win situation because they get everything that Kejriwal had given. They get free water, they get free electricity, they get free transport for women, they get all the money that is to be given to the women, to the old people, to the unemployed, to everyone. That continues. Over and above that, with the BJP government in office, they will certainly the pollution situation would improve. There will be certain measure because India today is a laughing stock. You have 160 country embassies here. Ambassadors say that we cannot stay in India from November to February. In 4 months we have to stay, go back to and 90 countries ambassadors were not here in the last 3 months. They had gone back to their own countries where they said you will die here and they had left only with skeletal, bare Indian staff, and they all had gone away like this. It's a laughing stock, and that situation needs to be. And apart from that, certainly with a central government support, obviously Delhi government, Delhi administration would be much better. People are not people who are all the winners because they're getting everything Kejriwal was doing. If you would have been ये either or कि केजरीवाल का वो लेना है तो ये नहीं मिलेगा, but that you are getting this but you are not getting it. But BJP openly and unambiguously said that whatever Kejriwal government has given will continue under their government. So after that, if I were a Delhiite, I would have voted for BJP. If I am not ideologically oriented, I have an ideological framework, that's a different matter. If I am a general Delhi voter, I would vote for BJP because then there will be Santi, Chama, ye sab, Aman, I would be, in fact, there's definitely things should improve much better than what you have done.
That's what people think. And so in that sense, the Delhi BJP stole Aam Aadmi Party's clothes, which is
that's right.
correct. Good. So, last question: what do you think Kejriwal will do now? He has lost his constituency. People are speculating, making suggestions. What Kejriwal should do? What is your thinking?
Kejriwal's now entire effort will be focused to retain and protect its Punjab government. Punjab is certainly under threat. And Kejriwal is not simply under attack from BJP, Kejriwal is under bigger attack from Congress. Because Congress feels that it can only revive itself by destroying Aam Aadmi Party and by destroying Kejriwal. And that's the reason, that's a no hold barred. Look at the Congress president is making a statement yesterday. We will break Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab. We have 30 MLAs are in touch with us, and because BJP is not a force in Punjab. So that's the reason why that we will be able to turn around. So the Kejriwal now faces two big enemies. And in fact, in Punjab, they are facing the biggest enemy is the Congress. So that because of this, it is an existential crisis for Kejriwal. In Delhi, of course, it will become an opposition. It will be a fierceful opposition, strong opposition. Unlike Congress, Congress is a dead soul. I mean, everywhere. Look at what is the opposition doing in Congress in Madhya Pradesh. I mean, what they are doing in Rajasthan, what they are doing in
Orissa,
Bengal. It's a tragic state. There has been no opposition worth the name. But this is why Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi will play the role of big opposition. Because they have grassroots workers. Delhi is a small compact state where they will be able to do campaign on every other day, and that's the reason why they actually Aam Aadmi Party will come back to opposition politics. But protecting the turf in Punjab would be the biggest challenge. Yesterday they had the meeting in Delhi. All Punjab MLAs had come, and Punjab Aam Aadmi Party MLAs have come. So there has been lot of reports, rumors are being spread. Iman will be replaced and all that, which is happening. That's all happening to break the Aam Aadmi Party government. But I'm sure they have a overwhelming number there, and with full concentration they will try to retain the government and in Punjab. That's the and Delhi would be, of course, they will make the.
I think you would prove right. Aam Aadmi Party may be better in opposition than in government.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Dr. Mahanti, for coming to our studio, and thank you so much. Hope to meet you again.
Thank you so much.